Hey, how's it going? TRX Traveller Adam here. This is for the TRX Push Legs Pull program, the TRX Physique Builder. If you haven't checked it out or you want to check it out, the link for it is right below. Alright, let's get to it. We are going for TRX flies. TRX flies are great. I love them because you can get such a good stretch, but it's important to do them right to get the stretch. So, I want you to find a TRX position. Just make sure that's in the middle. There we go. I want you to find a TRX position of the handles that allows you to, and obviously you can take your time with this. I'm rushing these a little bit because I don't want to spend hours and hours talking to you. I want you to understand the principles, the intention, and then be able to crack on yourself. I want you just to get it just enough so you can kind of stretch out nice like that. So that's pretty good. That feels pretty good for me. And now with TRX flies, the intention here is not to allow, again as always, not to allow the tension to fall off the chest muscle, which is actually really easy to do on flies, especially because you see people kind of like keep the hands like this and they bring them together. As soon as you start doing that, the transfer of tension is lost from the chest and it comes more down the arm and the joint muscle. What we want to do is we want at the bottom to get a nice stretch, so a nice stretch with our arms bent. Then as we come in, I want you to focus on straightening your arms and pushing your elbows together. Now you can see here, if I do that, you can see my chest muscle here. Like if I just do that, you can see it popping up and I can feel it popping. Whereas if I do this, it's flat. Look, I can even press it down. Whereas if I straighten my elbow and I push in, that's solid now because it's tension. There's tension there. So when you're doing the flies, get a nice stretch, and the stretch is through retraction of the shoulder blades. So you're not like this. We're retracting the shoulder blades, opening the chest up. We're getting a good stretch, not too far, so you put an extra strain on the shoulders. Don't go too far. Like to keep the hands in peripheral vision, I believe that's called. Like to keep the hands there. And as I come in, I'm straightening my elbows, and I'm kind of, it's almost like showing off my boobs if I had boobs. I'm showing off my breasts. It's like you're trying to pinch a pen between them. So you're like bringing it together and you squeeze. And the squeeze you can get, whew, the pump and burn is awesome. So, here we go. Flies. So we are going to go down and we're going to stretch it right out. And then as we come up, I'm straightening my arms and I'm squeezing. And I'm going to get more of an angle there, make it a bit more harder. So I'm coming out, I'm stretching my arms, really stretching, and then it's up for one, squeeze, and down for 1, 2, stretch it, and up, and squeeze, and down for 1, 2, and push up, and straighten the arms, and squeeze, and down for 1, 2, and find your intensity here. I think I can go a little bit more on that just to get even more of a squeeze. So now as I really come down and explode up, straighten my arms, squeeze, and I'm back down. 1, 2, stretch, and squeeze, and down for 1, 2. Super good, super good to keep tension. Like I can really feel my chest is starting to pump just after a few there. And don't worry if it takes you a little bit of time to find your feet. You know, I'm assuming you've got experience with the TRX. It's totally cool. Just find your feet, find what works for you. So stick to the rep range. Within that, stick to the sets, stick to the rest period, and of course, when you finish the final set, stretch because we've got no drop set. So I like to sort of stretch like that, so it'll be 15 seconds, or I'd stretch like this for 15 seconds on either side. Whatever works for you, mix it up week to week. Just make sure you get that stretch in, because the stretch leads to additional stress on the muscle. It leads to additional blood flow getting pumped there. It leads to more of a pump, more blood, more catabolic breakdown. It's what we want.